they're used so widely. I think, in a way, it's a male cosmetic thing.
Mm.
You know, women have tits, right? Arse, tits, mouth, fucking face, everything, right? Because they want to look a certain way and they want it now and they want it and they can get it. It's the same thing with the guys. They want to look muscular, they want abs, they want to look lean. It's going to be much quicker to do it taking some stuff.
Yeah.
So they do. That's the world we live in. You know, everything's instant, right? Instant information. Google this, boom, I got it straight away. Want to be famous for nothing? Go on Big Brother or whatever. I don't know. You know, that's the world we live in. Yeah, there's not much substance to it. And you know, who am I to tell people what they should do? I just say, like, just be aware of the consequences, possible negative consequences, and weigh it up. Like, that's it.
I had a kid come up to me in the gym, and he was like, "I'm thinking of going on steroids. Like, what do you think I should do?" And I said, first of all, how old are you? He said he was 19. I said, how long have you been training for? He said 1 year. I was like, there's absolutely no need for you to be going on any sort of steroid.
Here's the thing, and I was talking to a doctor the other day, anti-aging doctor, you know, because yeah, you're right. 19 years old, he should be having his peak own testosterone anyway, and getting to some kind of level with that for at least a couple of years more. And you know, when people ask me that, I fire back questions at them. So, how many calories are you on? How much protein? If you can't fucking tell me that, mate, don't ask me about steroids, first of all, yeah? So I do that. But, I mean, I think there's almost becoming an epidemic of young guys that actually do have issues with low testosterone.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be a concern maybe over past 40, 45. You could be looking at guys and saying, hey, let's have a look at your testosterone because it could be low now and that could be having some negative consequences on your overall health. So let's have a look. But I believe this guy's 25 years old that would be in that low range now because the amount of plastics that they've been exposed to, like since birth, and you know, foreign substances, vaccines, all that kind of stuff. There's an estimate that a 20-year-old now has 50% the testosterone level of a 20-year-old from 1980, from 45 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was 18 in 1980. So what to do about that? I don't know going forward. Are we going to have guys going legitimately to the doctors and having TRT at 30 because the testosterone's on the floor? It might be, I don't know. But if you don't need it, it's not testosterone replacement, is it? It's steroid. It's like you're just putting on top and your body will slow itself down. So I think it's important to say this to people, yeah? Really, the gains that you make on steroids are somewhat temporary. While your hormone level is up there, you can do it and you can recover and you can build. But as soon as you come off, it will go the other way. So what do you do then?
Yeah, that's a sticky situation.
Yeah, I say it's a merry-go-round. Yeah, once you get on the merry-go-round, it's hard to get off because you'll do it, you'll feel great. Obviously, more hormones, you feel more positive going to gym and getting gains and getting bigger and getting stronger. But when you stop, that will go the other way. I mean, I had a guy train with me and he said, I want to do a course and then, well, I'm going to get bigger and then afterwards I'm going to just keep training and keep it. I'm like, that ain't going to work,
Good
mate.
luck.
And he's insisting that it would. And I'm like, do you know who you're talking to? Like, I mean, I'm going to, and you know, what I predicted happened. He went up, it looked great. And then it came off. And it's not just, there's a physical effect that you will start losing and going backwards a bit. There's also the mental that you were feeling. And now your own production is low. So now you're lower than you started, yeah? And you're going to feel depressed and everything. There's going to be a lot of people in trouble mentally because of steroids.
Yeah.
And not just guys, girls more.
I think a lot of guys don't understand that to probably look the way they want to look, they can achieve it naturally if they're just willing to put in the fucking work for a longer period of time.
It depends what their expectations are of what they can
Yeah.
look like, you know? Because if you're looking at a lot of people, you know, it's a facade. Like, I had a guy who seriously, and you know, because we're from the gym, so we're educated, you know? So a friend of mine, good friend, but he doesn't go to the gym and doesn't know anything. It's a smart guy, but he doesn't know about the gym world. So he's very impressed with the Liver King and his liver eating antics and all this stuff. And he was like, do you think he's on steroids? I was like, do I think? 100%, every penny I've got in the world, yes. And he was a bit disappointed because he was following his liver advice and all this, like, you know. Meanwhile, nobody's really going to do that, eat that liver and all. So they buy his liver supplements, you know, and he's making millions. So have your goal to be realistic. If you're going to be natural, you're not going to look like a lot of guys who maybe say they're natural. I don't know. There's a limit, and whatever you gain beyond that's going to be temporary anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just my opinion. As I said, I can't tell people what to do. It's your life, and you should do what you want to do. I'm just here to give the benefit of my experience. And from my experience, I would advise people, if you're not really thinking about like doing this as, you know, sport and competitions and stuff, where how you're going to step on stage with people using it, right? So you're going to need to be on a even playing field if you're going to compete. Well, I really don't think it's worth it if you're not. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Because you're going to lose it anyway, unless you're going to make it part of your life.
Was there an age where you felt like this is the peak,
like the performance wise?
Performance and the way you looked.
It depends. Like you're asking me on the way I look. It might sound strange, but it depends. Look for what? Yeah, like competitive bodybuilding, training, on stage, everything. I'd say 93. I was 31 years old. So 30, 31, I think was the peak of my, like, you know, strength and not a single injury to like